Captain speaking, Commander Spurs Skirts. I'm going to be taking 4 relatively wealthy and underpaying passenger groups to their intended destinations. I'm hoping this will be quick, relatively speaking. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so let's see what the first closest stop is. We've got Neritis at 92.47. We've got Artemis at 81.72 light years. We've got Guheimer at 58.62 light years, and finally 53 Gamma-Leporis. Let's go with this one. We can do that in 2 jumps. I should. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Let's launch. Also, let's hope I don't hit the mail slot.
Search complete. Access corridor is clear.
Okay. Maybe a little bit. There. Oh, man. That was a close one. Good. Alright, so we've got 2 stops. The first stop at V2689 Orions. I'm assuming having to do with Orion's belt.
Frameshift drive charging.
This is the rear view here. From the station, heading towards this system.
3, 2,
yes, this is the Purple Porpoise XL, which is a Beluga liner passenger liner ship made by Saud Kruger. It has all the comforts we hope you'll find, and hope you'll enjoy the trip. So yes, this is the V2689 Orion system, and you'll see it's got a lot of lovely planets here and some stations we can dock at if needed. Barring that, let's head over to our first actual stop, Gamma-Leporis, which is roughly 20.5 light years away from this system. Let's prepare the jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
And also, keep in mind that there may be some turbulence along the way, or some interference from other unsavory characters, so we'll keep a lookout for them for you.
3, 2, incoming mission critical message.
Here we are.
Fuel scoping.
And we are at our system. Here we are. And we want to go to
Fuel scope disengaged.
this unexplored area because I have never been to the system before. Let's do our honk. 3 bodies total. Okay. Literally 3 bodies total. Which means we could do an entire surface scan of one planet, and we would have scanned the entire system. So yes, 2 suns. 1, 2, and a planet. Just 1 planet, though. tried to prevent the overspeed, but that's okay. Oh, just loop around.
System scan complete.
Right. Let's see what we actually got here. Reformatory, Holdings, Gamma Leporis Visitor Beacon. We probably need to scan that. Let's take a look here. Yes. Oh, that's the only one. Oh, good. Okay. So that passenger will be satisfied very quickly, unless something, deity forbid, happens in between now and then to upset the passenger. But yes, this is Gamma Leporis A. Let's go on this side just so we're allowed to track the beacon properly here. Okay. And I will turn around a bit. And before we get to the beacon, I'm going to do a surface scan of the planet. And hopefully I will not get interdicted along the way.
Surface scan by 50%.
So close. I need one more. Let's go. I'll go on the side here. All this really will do for me is just give me some data that I can sell for extra credits. And extra credits aren't a bad thing. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
And we get the bonus for doing the scanning with below the maximum number of probes, which in this case was 8. I think I used 7. Alright, so let's go toward the beacon here. The Gamma Leporis Visitor Beacon. There we go. That's a little better. 20. Oops. No. That's not what I wanted. No. If I time this right, it should work. Here we go. Bring ship to the full stop. And there's some belugas and stuff passing through here. Probably some NPCs. Doing presumably the same thing I'm doing.
Mission objective complete.
So one passenger is happy. Scan the visitor beacon. And... so yeah, let's go back to Walker Ring. But, sorry sir, you will have to wait until the other 3 passengers have completed their turns. So let's see what else we have here. 59, roughly. 52, okay. And 43, wow. These are all really close by. At least for now. So. Just here. We're on the way to Guggenheim. passing through BD02305.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh. What do you need? You probably want to locate goods. You want to locate goods, yes. To consumer technology. Thank goodness I can ignore those. I'm not really in the mood for doing that. You won't get any penalties for not looking for them, as long as you do not accept the requests.
Fuel scoping.
You know, if a passenger asks, "Oh, can you locate some goods for me, like animal meats or consumer technology or consumer goods?" That does not necessitate.
Fuel scope disengaged.
That does not necessitate the pilot to accept the request, and by not accepting, there will be no penalty. Although there may be a penalty in terms of reduced reputation if you accept the request and then don't fulfill it, or don't fulfill it in time. That being said, off to Guhammer. Really, I'm just getting to the point where eventually I'll just have over 100 million credits again. That'd be nice. Right now it's roughly almost 67 million.
Incoming mission. Critical message.
Uh-oh. This is a red star. I am not going to be able to fuel scoop from this red star. That would be bad if I got caught in its gravity field. Okay, so do we go to one cluster or the other? Which one was the name here? Klein Simpson. Okay. So this is Klein Simpson. We're going to boosting the Federal Fleet. Okay. So it might be further. Here it is. Boosting the Federal Fleet. And how far away is that? That is 50.2 light seconds. Not too bad at all. Here we go. Leave that at 75% throttle. Just because I don't want to find myself overshooting it like I did the last couple times. Or overshooting anything for that matter. And now we're going to half speed just because it's getting a little nutty. Okay. Alright, so 1 light second. Once we get below 1 megameter, I guess 1 million meters, then I can get out of the Super Cruise and we can scan whatever it is we need to scan. Probably another beacon. Okay, 20. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it's below 10, sometimes it's below 1. And again, beluga. Probably another beluga somewhere. But that's... Oh, there's another beluga.
Incoming mission. Critical message.
You've scanned our beacon. Gives us some information here about the beacon. I like how you can find out the backstory through passenger missions and other things. Gives you an idea how, if you're able to retain all the information you've gathered in your brain about the story, then you can sort of start piecing things together. So, we've got Neritus Visitor Beacon. Let's see what we got here. Oh boy. Aria wants to visit Freeholm Victory, which is 41 light years away at Artemis. Not bad. And this 115 and Walker Ring. Okay, no. I'll go with the closer distance, please. Artemis. Here we go. Two stops. First is LFT 185. Before I forget, before I exit here, I'll honk. Because I'm not sure if I did before. Just the one body. Okay.
Cannot comply.
Oh. Get rid of our utilities. We want to stow those away.
Frameshift drive charging.
So let's go to the system of the Greek goddess following LFT. Let's see what's in LFT first.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Here we are.
Fuel scoping.
Got 7 bodies. Do the star here. Just for the heck of it, let's bring up the system
Fuel
map.
scope disengaged.
7 bodies, there you go. 5 orbits set with 1 star and 6 bodies.
Frameshift drive charging.
Very soon I'm getting a replacement keyboard for this keyboard because it's failing. It's gonna have some pretty lights on it, RGB, and
Incoming mission critical message.
in accordance with
Fuel scoping.
the color or the paint on the ship here, I am going to try to see if I can set up the keyboard to display some shade of purple. We'll see what happens when we get there. No pun intended.
Fuel scope disengaged.
So, where do you want to go? Parker. Parker wants to go. Parker wants to go to. Actually, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Aria wants to go to. Huh. Interesting. Wait. Black Mesa? Is that a reference to Half-Life? While at any other time I would say, let's go to this place, I am going to see about there's Freeholm. Wait, what's this? This is a carrier? That's not a carrier. That's not like... That is not a shape I recognize. But you want to go to Freeholm Victory. Okay. Okay, anyway. Scarlet Ridge. That's another system, I think. Artemis. I am confused. Okay. Oh, here we go. Artemis. LHS. Am I... Unidentified signal source. I am confused. Okay. I'm going to guess that we're looking to go over there. Huh. Okay. I'm hoping, against hope, that I'm not going anywhere that is violent. In the meantime, I only say that because my ship is not equipped for battle. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but is not well equipped enough to take on anyone in any meaningful way. Okay. No, that is not what I wanted to have happen. Let's go here. Okay. So maybe, we'll figure out what's going on here. Maybe it's a happy accident if I come across something related. Maybe it will be the Freeholm victory, since this is called Freeholm. But I'm a little confused. And if it's not what I think it is, and I can't seem to find what I'm looking for unless I misread something, I may have to abandon this mission. This particular passenger mission. Okay. Right. This is interesting. Okay, East India Company. It's like the tea company for Poland. I'm really confused. I mean, if this is like a mining extraction site or what? No fire. What? I can what?
Approval granted. You may now
Wait.
proceed to landing pad 10.
Stop.
Docking cancellation acknowledged.
Okay, so I went to the right place. I just didn't have the right thing targeted because it was not listed for some odd reason. However, now that I'm here, I can actually...
Incoming mission, critical message.
Oh, I've already scanned it. Cool. Well, that was a happy accident. Let's go back to... Well, you know what? I am curious. I'm going to request docking in an asteroid.
Request approved. Please continue surveying 2 4. Initiating auto-docking protocols.
And I will otherwise try to be quick about getting all these things fulfilled. And I might, in fact... Ooh, before I forget. I might...
Scan detected.
Oh, of course. Right. So apparently, I'm going to be going into an asteroid base. Or a base that's inside an asteroid. So we want 2 consumer technology. I might just look... Oh, look at that. Okay, we're going to land on pad 2 for...
Landing gear deployed.
This is really neat. Look at that.
It is with sincere apologies.
Docking is completed. Disembark when
Access to
ready.
the docking bay is restricted to authorized pilots only.
Look at that little staircase going up there. Stairway. Go to that door. I wonder if in the next update with the walking legs, if we'll be able to walk around the base. That would be kind of neat. Anyway. Let's see what commodities market has here. Come to Freehold. Maybe they might have some computer technology or something. Oh, consumer technology, rather. You know what? Let's check what you wanted, sir.
Thanks to the unparalleled protection of our Imperial security
Visited.
division.
I think it's Parker. Nope. Not Parker. Parker. Not Parker. Interesting. Let's here. 2 units of consumer technology. Great. Okay. Oop. Try again. Let's go
For the
down one.
safety of residents
Go.
and guests using this
Consumer
facility,
technology.
we can
Machinery, minerals, technology, computer components. Nope. Consumer items. Nope. Okay. So, nothing there. But you know what? That's cool. Also, just for the heck of it, they do not have a shipyard. Okay, so I cannot buy ships here. Good to know. Right, so let's go back into the great deep yonder, where nobody can hear you scream.
docking pads are assigned for the benefit of visitors to this facility.
Oh wow.
Please exit the station at your earliest convenience.
Of course. Oh wow, hey, there's a crossbar there. Don't want to hit that. Okay,
Landing gear retracted.
let's do this nicely and slowly. And hope that no other ships come in. Oh shoot. Okay. Next. Where do we want to go? We want to go there. 129. 90. 151. Oh, that'd take us back. 151 rather. Sure.
Station perimeter exceeded. We hope you have a safe and fruitful journey.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Where is this? My Artemis. Let's just see what we can find in terms of consumer technology here. Okay. Station. Artemis system. And let's see what else we got here. Lundwell City and oh, the system we passed through. Okay. But anyway, let's go to the next one, shall we? Next one being Purpose sector. Let's see, Neritus, right?
Frameshift drive
Is our
charging.
ultimate destination, so Neritus it is, but going through that long named sector system, XER-A40.
3, 2, 1.
Oh jeez. Steer away from that, there we go. What? I am going to take a quick detour and go to this particular system here which presumably has... That was kind of an idiotic thing to do on my part, but anyway. What? No. We're going to that system over there. Alright. Just a couple of stops away. We're going to go to this system. Not the Anagatocho system, but the one right after that, which is the CD24505 system. That has a station where you can find consumer technology at Hoshi Port. Actually, there are two stations, Hoshi Port and Macaulay Dock. If Macaulay Dock is just an outpost, as opposed to a full-blown dock, the landing pads will be too small for my ship. Best to go to Hoshi Port, if that actually indeed has large enough landing pads. Honk here.
Fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Alrighty. Let's do this.
Frameshift drive charging.
Once I get to those docks, I'm going to take a quick break and stretch, move, and get something to drink. Beverage, water, something like that.
3, 2,
1. And here we are. Okay, let's see what we got here.
fuel scooping.
We've got Hoshi Port, and we've got Macaulay Dock, which is a landing pad. So let's go to Hoshi Port.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Let's steer ourselves that way. There we go. All for the sake of consumer technology. For one silly passenger. But that's okay. We can get a bonus. Measly bonus, but it's a bonus nonetheless. As long as we get into them in time. Two consumer technologies, excuse me. Let's see what we got here. Currently unknown. Scan required. Hours. Oh, good to know. So, I never really looked at those time limits where, say in that example, that was about roughly 13 hours for that particular passenger before they get upset. You want to make sure that you complete their trip in that amount of time, or by that time, I should say. So that means on a day that I would actually have off, where this would be more warranted, I could go partially to their destination, or work all their other passengers' destinations, and then take a break for a few hours, then come back. So that actually wouldn't be a bad idea to think about on those days where I have ample enough time to do something like that. In any case, this is Hoshi Port. Never been here before. I'm just gonna honk again if I did it before, or if I didn't do it before, well, this will be the first time. Okay. And usually below 1 million miles or whatever it is, it'll have the highlight to press J to jump out of Super Cruise, or to disengage the frameshift drive safely, however you want to word it. And then we can steer into the port. after we request docking authorization, of course. So press J to disengage. Here we are. So this is an Empire-style dock.
The Federation welcomes you. Follow station protocols and enjoy your visit, Commander.
It kind of looks like a die, like you can roll a die or a paradise. Not sure if it's a paradise, if you get what I mean, but it's certainly a place where you can refuel and restock. Okay, so want to
Scan detected.
not be scanned.
Request approved. Vectoring for approach to landing pad 2-5. Docking assist enabled. Approach is clear.
Preferably not be scanned, because that would scare the passengers. I think I've reached an upper limit with one passenger.
Scan detected.
Again, an upper limit of 2 scans. I'm assuming they'll be scanned again once we go through the mail slot. If that happens and I lose the passenger that wanted consumer technology,
Scan detected.
what in the world is going on here? Note to self. I really should carry some anti-scanning equipment on here. Because something is up. Hey, you just took some paint off the bottom of my ship. Silly autodock.
Crashes cost.
Landing gear deployed.
Crashes cost.
Not your credit balance.
That's actually a nice little succinct slogan there for keeping ship integrity up to par. Okay, we're parked. And
Landing complete. Ship is locked down.
welcome to Hoshi Port. Some commodities here. The silly consumer technology thing. At least I hope it's there.
Obey station law and enjoy your stay.
EDDB says we've got some. Some Federation. Oh, it's a Federation. But yeah, consumer technology. That is so weird. Well, oh, nope, wait, here we go. I will get 2 for you.
Mission objective complete.
So, we've got
Blockages will be
Aria happy here with those 2. Now let's go on with that destination thing. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to Neritus. It's only 19 light years away. Hey, what do you know? Okay. And so I've got that planned. I am going to quickly get up and get a beverage before we take off. So I will be right back.
fly smart, fly safe. Reduce your speed inside the docking bay. Blocking bay access is a crime. Don't risk annihilation. Make way. Always proceed directly to your allotted bay to avoid unnecessary delays and/or ship destruction. Checked your bay number. Check again. Unauthorized loitering may trigger a lethal response. Access corridor is designated a no-stop zone. Blockages will be removed using lethal force. Crashes cost. Kill your speed, not your credit balance. Loitering is a crime, punishable by death. Please make sure you have authorization before you enter the docking bay. Have authorization to be inside the docking bay? Remember, loitering is a violation.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm back. Just took a tour of the facilities, I guess you could imagine, and made use of some other facilities, if you will. So yeah, I hope nothing too terrible happened in the meantime. Source meet. Oh, now you want. Oh, okay. Well, I can make that.
Mission objective complete.
I can make that happen.
This station operates a zero-tolerance policy towards criminal infractions.
Oh wait.
Obey station.
You want clothing, and you want consumer technology. Well, let's see. While I'm here, why didn't you say so before I left? Right. So, consumer items. Oh. Okay. Updated to consumer technology.
For your convenience and safety, pacification
I've already
emplacements
got
are
2
active
units
and
of
tracking at this
consumer
station.
technology. That's so weird. I'm going to buy 4. Let's oh. That's weird. Okay. Goods collected. Okay. That is interesting.
Fly smart, fly safe. Reduce your speed
Goods collected.
inside the docking bay.
Well, I guess we'll proceed from here. Right.
Ship released. Access corridor is clear.
Landing gear retracted.
Like before, let's hopefully carefully leave the station here.
This station operates under a docking reservation.
Doc, I didn't scratch any paint. You can do it too. Alright, so now we're on our way to Deritus. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Oh, good, we're outside of Masslock. And we can now jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
You are clear to resume own navigation. Safe travels, Commander.
Of course I am. I wouldn't be jumping otherwise.
Ready, 2, 1, engage. Incoming mission, critical message.
Let's honk.
Fuel scoping.
And let's see what they say here. Nav data. Next destination
Fuel
looks good.
scoping complete.
Let's see what they want to do. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Assuming visitor beacon is what they want. Okay. There's visitor beacon. Yep. Let's steer ourselves toward that direction. Okay. 7,000. Oh, this will be a few minutes. It'll give me more than enough time to tie my left shoelaces here, since they came undone when I was walking around. But yes, while we're also waiting, let's take a look at what we got in the system here. We've got a couple of landing pads. Well, we've got a couple of outposts and one station. At least, one orbital station, and then we've got one base station at least, or no, 2 planets with at least one base station each on the planet. That's interesting. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see what the view looks like here. Not too much to see, apart from the starfield in the background, and the system that we're, the little subsystem, I guess you could say, that we're approaching. And if we go to the external view, good old Purple Porpoise XL, and let's steer the camera around. It's a neat little shot. However, let's go back to the front view here. It's pretty dark. That's alright though. Can we maybe go on this side? No, it's still pretty dark. Except for the glow of the orange strip there from the engines. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a neat picture. But I think I like it from this angle. Ooh, that's actually kind of neat. And let's travel underneath the hull of the ship here. That is really neat. I also like taking various action-like pictures, if you will. So we've killed a few moments here. We've spent some time doing that. We can concentrate on making sure we don't overspeed. Most importantly, my shoelaces are tied now. What is that? Oh, that's Neritus B5. Oh. And that's not overspeed because of my destination. That is overspeed because of the Neritus B5 that we just passed, which is fine. Yep. I'm just stuck in this chair. Oh, there's another star. Cool. There it goes. All right. I want to start slowing down a little bit. Once again, it's anywhere between 6 to 10 seconds of time left to travel to the destination point. It seems to make sense to reduce speed slowly so that you don't go into overspeed. Alright, so now got 5 light seconds to go now. Oh yeah, there is a planet. I do not believe I have scanned it. I might just scan it for the heck of it. For the hell of it. So I'll do that first. It's pretty easy to do, given it's so big. Earth-like planet. You can see the distinction between land and water. First map by Craig Riggle. Okay. And it takes up to 6 probes. So I can get the bonus. Well, let's see. This is not related to the mission itself, the passenger mission itself. It just, I figured I'd get some bonus credits.
Surface scan by 50%.
Ah, so close. Top here, we should be able to get above 90, or 290 or above. Because at 90% somehow it deems the planet completely scanned. And there we go.
Surface scan complete.
Ding. Okay, now we can make our way to the probe beacon. Sorry. I fire the probes at the planet, and I travel to the beacon. I have to use my words. Okay. And I have to use my words appropriately. Alright. There we go. Jump out of Super Cruise. Full stop. Wait, what? That's an Anaconda? That's a hauler. Okay. It looked like
Incoming mission. Critical message.
looked like too pointy of a ship to be an orca or a dolphin. As it turns out, it was probably the hauler. Anywho. Next. Stop. Let's see what comes after here. 160. No. Let's see what the other two say. 160 as well. 172. And you want to go back home. Alright, so HRS... oh, both of you want to go to the same place. Awesome. Alright, so that works out. It just will take a little while. Maybe like 6 stops? Maybe 5 stops? 5 stops. Okay. Smart. That's what happens when you're not careful and you hit the beacon. Alright, so let's go to the system view and fight with the interface. Target the planet that I'm right next to, so I can at least be in the same system.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1, engage.
Now we can go back to this galaxy view and mark the next spot on the journey so we can jump to it. First I want to make sure I can point myself at it, which means I have to go around this world. That circle is our destination. Should be popping out in 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's not our destination, that's our next waypoint, I should say. 8 Puppis. I sorely apologize if I'm mispronouncing.
Frameshift drive charging. Scooping.
Oh, I don't do any buddies, that's cool. This is a big star.
Fuel scooping complete.
Sorry about the smoke if we get any, that's just slight after effect of being a little too close. And we have smoke, that's okay. As long as there aren't any alarms going off, as long as nothing's flashing, we're fine. Alright. HR 7451.
Frameshift drive charging.
Four more stops, right? Okay.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Ah, okay. Oh, here's a dock. Let's see what we got for
Fuel scoop disengaged.
commodities. Imports, exports, stuff. Okay, well. Might give us an idea of what they have, but it would be better to look. Actually, I wonder if they have a listing. Oh, no, they don't. They do not. Only the galaxy map. Only in the galaxy map do you have the ability to view various commodities. Alright, but anyway, for now, let's just return to our trip. LHS 215, right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift drive charging. Okay. So, looking for clothing and consumer technology. Oh, I didn't mind.
Fuel scooping.
Okay.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
23. 23 bodies. Okay. Wow, look at all that. This is huge. Alright then. That's pretty cool. Good to know.
Frameshift drive
Next.
charging.
LHS 494 from 215. Right.
System scan complete.
Probably just
Fuel
the one, or
scooping.
maybe 2 or 3 stars. Just the 1 star. Okay. And there's
Fuel scoop
HR745.
disengaged.
Next stop. Okay. And then we're going to look for probably the beacon. Yep. Wait. HP11. Oh boy. We're going to travel across the galaxy for that. And for you, how crew visitor beacon. Okay. So those might be in different directions. We'll find out though.
Frameshift drive charging.
But for both of you, the first 2 folks here, for Karina and Arya, you were both going to be happy I took you here. At least I hope so. I hope you don't demand any more clothing or consumer technology. But we shall see. I want to keep my passengers happy. Okay,
Incoming mission critical message.
of course.
Fuel scooping.
Let's park here for the moment. But not too closely because I don't want to burn up. There we go. That's better. Alright, so... Oh, it's Eleni here. Huh, okay, Eleni. And there's Nav Beacon Data and Karina. Nav Beacon Data. Cool. Next station is up ahead. Of course it is. And we want to go to the visitor beacon. There it is. Now we've got it marked. We can travel. Give it at 75% for now.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
75% throttle, so we can avoid, hopefully avoid overshooting the target here. I wonder what HR stands for, if anything. Some of these initialized systems, some of them are HIR, and some of these are HR, and some of these are HIP, so on and so forth. So, curious, but a Google search gives me the 116th Congress for the HEAL Act. The House of Representatives, the HEAL Act. And I may have passed it already. Nope, it's just down there, that's all. That would actually be kind of an interesting Easter egg, where some of these might have been named in relation to certain governmental acts or codes that were passed or something. Or it just might be purely coincidental and they just happened to name it because they wanted to name it HR 7451. Let's go a little faster here. Come on. You can do it. Alright, so let's slow down. Okay, we're good. Alright. So, like before, we have an Earth-like world. I'm gonna slowly cozy up to it here. Beacon's gonna be on my right this time. And come to full stop. Very nice. Alright. So it's just, we've got a max of 6 probes like before. And it'll be very quick. And I'll also do this one here, just for the hell of it. For the hell of it. Probably some halibut in those oceans.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Cool. Didn't even need that top one, that top probe. Anywho. And then we can jump out of Super Cruise right now. We'll stop. And target. A couple of belugas passing by. Yes, I think they're orcas. Excuse me.
Incoming mission.
And
Critical message.
So, I have satisfied Karina and Arya. Well, in terms of their travels, that is. And then we should have a note about the beacon. Yep, we do. Very nice. Visitors flock to the system because of the 6 planets it contains that are capable of supporting life. Just like, well, this one here. Locals emphasize this by spreading entertainment across the different worlds. So, if I really were my musician alter ego in real life that I had played when the pandemic wasn't raging on, I might say, and spacefaring travel was an actual thing, spacefaring to other worlds, in a practical and convenient manner. I'd probably visit a place like this and play some keyboards or something. Alright, so let's go to our next stop. Actually, no, let's see what we can do about our poor passengers who need these clothings and these consumer technologies. So, go out to the galaxy map, and I will target Giga Leap, I guess it's called. Very close by. sorry. The point is, oh, okay, I see. It's obscured. It is obscured. Okay. So before I do that, I will target something in the system here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because it doesn't matter where in the system you are.
Ready to engage.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
It's funny. If the sun, the system star rather, were close by here, were well targeted in the system, it would not be considered obscured in terms of jumping from regular space. Here we go. Oops. But if a target to another system lays behind a celestial body that you're parked in front of, so in other words, that celestial body is between you and that target, then the target will be considered obscured. You know, if that target is to another system. So that's
Frameshift drive
just
charging.
an interesting conundrum. Because I figure if it's in the same system regardless, the target and the celestial body is sitting between you and that, you shouldn't be able to jump through it or enter jump space. What do I know? It's still a really fun, really visually appealing game. Or simulation. Some combination thereof. Okay, so I want to go to the Debia port, which is hopefully... Oh, I can't go there. So I need to go to Vela port, which is also in the system somewhere, presumably. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Nope, that's not a port. There we go. Okay, just the two. Right. Alright, let's check this one here. Installation. Actually, you know what? I could be doing this so much more efficiently, but I'm not.
Fuel scooping.
Of course I am. Oh, good. Okay. From what I'm seeing here... Wait a second. Where are we? We are in the Gigaleap system. And we're supposed to be looking for... Why... This changed on me, I think. Here we go. Werner von Siemens Vision. Right. Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's see if I can find it this way. Nope. Okay, let's go this way. Werner von Siemens Vision. Okay. Lupin port, right. That's not what I mind. Werner von Siemens Vision. Usually that indicates like a ground facility. Nope. Okay, let's go back to system. Whoops. Okay. Really inefficiently looking here. Fatia Horizons, Russell installation. No. Nope. It's... From what I'm reading here... Oh wait, again. This is... Oh, right. Something is really weird here. I need to go to Amarak then for consumer technology. What about clothing? Sorry, folks. It's taking a bit. Dock. Okay, so forgive me. I guess we'll go to Kalanji then for our consumer technology. Going a little further out of our way here. Trying to keep my
Disengaged.
trying to keep my passengers happy again. Okay, so away from the sun are we? Press the J key.
Frameshift drive charging.
Away from the star, I should say, are we? Four, three, two, one.
3, 2, 1.
We're supposed to go to the Hirase Ring, Scott Station, or Lucretius Port. Hopefully those should be more. Those should be visible. Alright.
Fuel scooping.
Oh gosh. Okay, Scott Station, that's good. And I'm very glad that Scott Station exists, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to land at the other two. Alright, so
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Scott Station it is. The other one for the clothing, that is clothing, I'm sorry, for the consumer technology in the area is Amarak, I believe it was. Amarak. What you do for your passengers, right? Down to 75% right about 10 seconds. And bring it down to 50% now. That way we don't, hopefully don't overshoot too much. Hey, look at that. That's pretty. Take off the orbits. And that's what that looks like. Ooh, that's actually kind of neat. There you go. Cool. Almost there. Yeah, I guess I'll scan this minute too. Two probes. Very easy. Bring it up to 50% almost.
Surface scan by 50%.
Oh, look at that. one probe, 70%. So that's an easy 90%, if not more.
Surface
go.
scan complete.
Alright, let's mosey back over onto Scott Station. We'll see what happens.
Landing gear deployed.
But this is pretty typical Starbase layout here.
Contact. Engines disengaged.
This better be worth it, guys. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got clothing. Hey, what do you know? And how many units do you want? You want 2 units of consumer technology. You want... Oh, wait. Did I already get clothing? There must have been a bug, because I swear I thought one of them wanted clothing. Well, let's see. Do you have consumer technology? No we don't. Okay, I'm going to zip around to another station. I am so sorry. Alright, so it was Emirac, I believe it was. Consumer technology. HP. Well, actually, what's the state of the system I'm in now? That is the Kalungi system. Alright. So, I guess I'll go to the Adeo system. Actually, just to make sure. Can I actually park here? Landing pads, large, good. So the Adeo system. Let's bring up the galaxy map. Adeo. Let's get a little further out from where I'd like. Sure, I'll purchase some trading stuff. Cool. Alright. Off we go again. This time you need 4 consumer technology items. The life of a pilot. Maybe I should just stock these
Ship
things.
search complete. Follow the greens on your way out.
Of course.
Landing gear retracted.
Once I do, it'll be a case of, oh no, they'll ask for something completely different. Gotta say, I've become fairly good at, dare I say something good about myself, I've become fairly good at riding this big honking ship outside of the mail slot. Manually, that is. Alright. Look at that sun. There we go. And the station is up there. Oh, hey. Alright, let's jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sorry, folks. Every now and then I like to take screenshots, so to document the journey.
Clear to resume own navigation. Safe travels, Commander.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alrighty. So now the system
Fuel
map.
scooping.
That's a lot of docks. Okay, we're going to the Station Pribolov terminal. It sounds Russian. Oh, it's a planetary base. Let's take a look at some of these planets. So, actually, I could get away with looking at the first panel here. And I think they said it was on planet A2. So it should be here. Oh, here we go. Hey, what do you know? Awesome sauce, as one might say. Let's accelerate toward the Pribolov terminal. Alright, so 87 some odd light seconds away.
Fuel scooping complete.
Might want to go at half speed just to be sure. Maybe 3/4. And then we can resume on our journey to, well, whatever the destination point was for one of our passengers here. I don't think that's too big of a deal given 13 hours. Yeah, I think 13 hours is more than plenty. Oh, you're happy because you got... Why are you stealing all of the... Wait a second. No. Oh, hey, look at that. That's kind of cool. So wait, so you've got 4 out of 2 consumer technology. So you're happy as a clam. You have 4. Okay, I am confused. I am really confused. Okay, I'm just going to get this. And you'll also see some planetary landing, which is kind of cool. But both of them have 4 out of 2. So I would suspect that, well, you know what? I'm not going to think about it.
Orbital flight engaged.
I'm just going to land. Although this is really, really close. Almost at the point of no return, so to speak. There we go. Dropping from cruise and we're going to the glide. Okay. We're below 200 kilometers distance. And we're doing a nice kind of glide here. Might still be a ways off, but you know what? Doesn't really matter. This might just be a long, shallow glide down. Below 100 kilometers, cool. 87, 86, 85, 80. I'm milking this glide for all it's worth because I'm so shallow on the descent. Alright. We're pretty good here. Glide complete. Otherwise, I'd be afraid that, you know, we'd get out of the glide at a much farther distance. This is actually pretty good. We have to wait until we get to,
Sir Kruger, Zulu, Mike, Romeo. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Just have to get to the
docking
point
request
where
before landing.
we can submit the docking request like the guide has said. Just have to wait until we're at 7.5 kilometers away. And unfortunately, I believe I'm at max distance here, max acceleration here. And, yeah. Let's do a little victory roll. Alright, we're good. Full stop. Northeast as close to a full stop as we can get. Alright. Now let's do our docking request.
Permission authorized. Please head directly for Bay 11.
Auto dock for convenience.
Docking initiated.
And I'll put an ice cube in my mouth while we wait.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking successful. Commence power down. We're pleased to have you, Commander.
Okay. For the halibut. Apparently I've already bought some, but you know what? I will buy more. Actually. No. So unless I am fairly mistaken, sorely mistaken. No goods. Clothing. Oh. So somebody wanted clothing. I just never accepted. Excuse me. Okay. So now we're at Pribilov. And now we want to go to someplace else. We're at the Adeo system. Go from the Adeo system to someplace else. Adeo. And poof. We go to the Gigaleap system. Okay then. See what that dock is. The Debier dock. Right over there. That's nice that we can take a look at the system here. And that's not the one. So I remember that being the case. Let's go to the Arne Naum system. Let's take a look at that in the galaxy map. They do have a planetary view, the system view. Oh. System map view here. Just the one. Okay. So I will now full. Alright, cool. So let's actually sell some cartographic data. Make a little cash here before I forget. In the event that the ship gets destroyed, oh wow, look at all that. In the event that the ship gets destroyed, I will lose all that data.
Incoming message.
Cool. So, I just did something nice for a particular... Oh, wait. I may have sold the data to the wrong... Well, not necessarily the wrong place per se, but if I wanted to align with the Federation, and this is not a Federation station, then I may have just done a...
Ship detached.
Heading right here, and up.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. Ready to engage. Temperature critical.
Yeah. No, not to worry. We're good. I've been through worse. Almost got swallowed up by a star. A really huge star. Okay. This will be a few minutes. Not too long, but a few minutes regardless. So you want clothes. Okay. So all of you have just one more stop, I believe. Yeah, each of you have one more stop. Great. So that makes things a little simpler. So I would probably expect to complete this in 1 hour from now, if not sooner. That's my hope anyway. collect my logs. Traded at Adeo. What? That's because my log cannot look into any particular details. And we're doing the shame. Loop of shame. I was too slow with my acceleration. My deceleration, I should say. Here we go. If I wanted to deviate any further, I'd check all these unidentified signal sources out, because they might have some things worthwhile to pick up in cargo. Now this is weird. So this is not orbiting anything, is it? Just orbiting itself. Okay, anyway.
Receiving you at this station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit.
Let's close into under 7.5 kilometers. And then come to a full stop and allow the docking procedure to take over.
Just heading for approach to pad 3-2.
3-2.
You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Okay, I hope you appreciate this clothing I'm getting for you. Clothing. Okay, Karina. Hope you enjoy it.
Scan detected.
Not sure if they have, like, Gucci or Aeropostale or whatever in the future, but they'll have something for you.
Scan detected.
So many scans, jeez. Less whatever fuel and other expenses.
Contact clear to disembark. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Thank you. Let's go to our commodities and get 3 units of clothing. 1, 2, 3. 3.
Mission objective complete.
How many clothings does it take to get to the center of making Karina happy? Alright, so we are good. And I could go to the HIP 11693 visitor beacon, or we could go to, oh, that's 311. We could go to the How Woohoo, visitor beacon. Which is 222. We go to the Joypidon A1 Rock Funeral. That's the closest of the three. And not quite yet go back to Walker Inn. But let's go to the funerals here. And let us launch. Let's hope it takes us all the way to the other two destinations so that we can
Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
shorten our travel time. That's my hope. There we go. Very nice. Not even a scratch. So we've probably got 2 or 3 jumps. 3 jumps. Cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
Just honk here, just to be sure.
All clear. Until next time, Commander.
3, 2,
Engage. Alrighty. Sorry.
fuel scoping.
Well, sounds like I'm
System
sorry.
Scan complete.
System scan complete.
Fuel scope disengaged.
How can it be complete unless there are just 4 stars here? In fact, there are 4 stars here. Hey, what do you know? Cool. Alright, so, on to Ansari.
Frameshift drive charging.
Off to Joypidon, if that's how you pronounce it. Alright, 1, 2, 3,
Frameshift drive charging.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Incoming mission. Critical message.
Here we are.
Fuel scoping.
Now we need to go to those funerals. So make sure what kind.
Fuel
A1.
scope disengaged.
Alright, so they're on the first planet. Pretty cool. Oops. A1 rock funeral. There we go. Buzz. That is awesome. That's not something that actually came with the system. That looks like it's a... Might as well scan the planet here. Alright, so now we go to the front of the planet. Or closer to the front. Slow down. Here we go. And now we can probably just jump out after we get below 1 million meters. It makes it handy so we don't have to glide. Does make the transition look a bit weird. But look at that canyon. Look at that. Tilt a bit there. Oops. Uh-oh.
Mission objective complete.
Alright, so Karina, or Eleni, wants to probably go back to Walker Ring, which is cool. Just want to see here what this looks like. Wow. Look at that. Curves around a bit. There's a crater, a few other craters. Pretty neat. Okay. There's a nice star there. Okay, let's get out of mass log and jump back to Super Cruise.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
Of course you are.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright. So while we're slowly moving away from the planet, let's check out what the other folks have to say here. That beacon and that beacon. The 224 and 333. Well, I think I'm going to go for the 224 light year distance. 225 almost. And we can tilt up this way, pitch up to the Cephei sector, KRWB-1-6. Whatever the heck that was. Alright. How many jumps we got? 8 jumps. Hopefully that'll take us closer to the other destination, so there will be fewer jumps that way. Anywho.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I did say over an hour ago that I would hope to be done in an hour. Naturally, like any other time before that I played this, it's not true.
3,
I underestimated it.
1. Engage.
So it'll probably take yet another hour to get to the final destination of the final passenger. And then we have to go back home. Hopefully that's close enough.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if there's a separate video made, but it looks like OBS decided to disconnect for a moment. I'm hoping it picked up where it left off on the same video, as opposed to making a different video.
System scan complete. Fuel scoping.
Okay. Little scooping. Alright. Let's curve around here. Go to Task Center Sector, PTRA4.
Fuel scope disengaged.
Meantime, yes, cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
Bring that up. Note to self. Crush the ice cubes. As opposed to putting a whole one in your mouth. Eight bodies. 3 of them landable. No habitable areas. Or no stations or bases.
Frameshift drive charging.
I could hypothetically map all these, but they've already been mapped. I could still get extra credits for those.
3, 2, Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. So, got 4 jumps to go. There we go.
Three, two,
Oops. Let's see here. So, LTT
fuel
13D
scooping.
22 bodies. At least one of them must be a station or have a base or something. Yep.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Got one there, one there. That's unexplored, but it's also been mapped. Not that I really care so far at this point. I'm just kind of hauling passengers, just for curiosity's sake. So let's go to City Sector DLX B1-2. All right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift drive charging.
A hole in the moon. Alright. We're here. Well, at this particular system anyway.
Fuel scooping.
But now that we are here, let's take a pause and get ourselves fueled up. Because we're a little low. Thank goodness for the fuel scoop. And it happens to be that Hau'u is our next system. Hau'ku, excuse me. As opposed to Haiku. This is the Aholhinai system. And to our left, you'll see this big ball of hydrogen and helium. Just make sure to wear your SPF 50,000 sunscreen. To our right, the empty vastness of space in the system. Nebula up ahead. It's at the top. It'll be interesting to see on the star map, on the galaxy map. Where are we now versus where there might be a nebula? Could be this. Could be Bernard's Loop. But I don't know. We've got a couple of stations that are appearing here. I am slowly being pulled in to the sun. The gradual increase by hundredths of a per second fuel acquisition tells me that I'm edging ever so closely to the star here. Very slowly, might I add, but might want to eventually consider escaping its pull. pretty good. Let's see, where is the jump? Oh, it's on our left. Okay. That's fine. You know what? I will start accelerating. And I will point in that general direction. There we go.
Fuel scooping complete.
And hey, what do you know? We are good. Now let's go to Hauku. And right now.
Frameshift drive charging.
Some docks and things. Stone Station, Con Hub, and some player characters. Oops. Oh, here we go. And Eleni wants me to go to the nav beacon, or something like that. Okay. No, she wants to see the visitor beacon here. Okay. So I'll have to turn around every now and then. It gets a little bit harder to try to come around. Or something like that. There is a visitor beacon. And this is coming up really quickly, so I'm going to go at half acceleration here. Half throttle. Alright, and it's coming up even more quickly than I thought. But it's still not too bad. Alright. Because we're so close to the visitor beacon here, I'm just gonna scan this planet. Full stop. And we have 6 probes. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see what happens. Should be fairly quick. Hey, what do you know?
Surface scan by 50%.
Ooh. So close. But we just need to do this. And then we'll get it all done. When in doubt, I guess.
Surface scan complete.
Alright. What was that? Do you hear that? That could be an artifact from my headphones. In which case I might unplug my headphones if I'm starting to sound wonky. If anyone is listening, if I'm sounding like a chipmunk or something, or if I'm just sounding plain weird, let me know, and I will do my best to fix it. 7 million meters. 6 million meters. 5 million meters. 4 million meters. 3. 2 million meters. And we're below 1 right now. Stop. That's kind of interesting. There's like a little, almost like a heart-shaped cluster of stars over there, if you can kind of tell. At least it looks like that on my screen. Anyway, let's get Eleni, Karina, or one of those passengers all squared away here.
Mission objective complete.
Alright, so it's Aria, excuse me. And she probably wants to go back to Walker. But, sorry, Aria, you'll have to wait for Karina, who wants to go to the HIP 11693 visitor beacon in the HIP 11693 system. And that's 124 light years away, roughly. And so it's probably going to be 8 jumps. 5 jumps, sorry. I'm thinking 240. I can't math anymore. But 5 jumps is a lot better than 8. Oh yeah. In normal spaces, this would take a while. Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere too far with that. So, let's just do this, shall we? Let's target the planet we're right next to. And then we can
Frameshift drive charging.
engage frameshift drive and jump into Serp Cruise.
3, 2, 1,
And now, we can go back to our regularly scheduled Galaxy cruise here. And clumsily navigate this and go down. There we go. Poof. Alright. Now that that's out of the way, and now that that planet is out of the way, we can jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
So thankfully this trip has been largely uneventful, apart from the diversions to get clothing and consumer technology for my passengers. Hopefully this last leg of the trip will not be eventful in any negative sense.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete.
So gather up some fuel, can here. Pretty close to full.
Fuel
There we go.
scoping complete.
ICZ DL-Y D94.
Frameshift drive charging.
Full. 3, 2, 1, engage. Gosh, I really like the Leo voice. Brought to you by none other than Norman Lovett himself, the actor who played Holly on Red Dwarf. Holly, the ship's computer, on the ship Red Dwarf.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete.
Another 2-star system.
Fuel scope
Yep.
disengaged.
binary star system, I guess you could say, or just a binary star. Right? Actually, that may not be true. If I go back here, these stars are not orbiting each other. They are orbiting nothing, but they have their own orbits each, one within the other. That is interesting.
Frameshift drive charging.
Just making little notes and commentaries as I'm going along. There was a system I encountered earlier that had not 1, not 2, but 5 stars. And that was pretty insane. They were also, a couple of them were really close together. Like, I could very easily travel from one to the other in Supercruise in, like,
System scan complete.
just a couple of seconds. And problem was, that system, I probably would have encountered a similar fate, but in another system where there were 2 stars really close together, so I could probably Supercruise from one, like the corona of one of them to another, and it just got between the 2 of them literally while I was trying to fly through. It got extraordinarily hot on my ship, such that I started taking on some damage, which was not fun. The ship wasn't destroyed, the ship wasn't even really damaged that much, but it did receive some damage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Thankfully on this trip so far, nothing like that's happened. Well, look at that. Three bodies with several clusters. Let's take a look before we get to our next final stop. Oh, hey. Mapped, discovered. Cool. Also far away.
Frameshift drive charging.
Our final destination before we turn back and head back to Walker Ring.
Incoming mission critical message.
It's like a fairly big star here.
Fuel scoping.
Alright. Some kind of creepy music there. Alright. My station is just up ahead. So where do you want to go today? You want to go to the visitor beacon for this system. Lo and behold, no other special destination. Alright. We've got clusters, signal sources. There's a hauler, which I don't think is actually the ship type that a player would fly. Metropolis works. Okay. Prospect. Kushji Beacon. Bunch mine. Bunch of yours. Aaron's Folly. It's a high security place. I wonder what that is. Secure service facility. Interesting. But I want to go to the visitor beacon. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, Eagle Place. Okay. Huh. Red Bull. That's funny. Alright. So, it's behind me a little bit. Down. So let's pitch down and make sure we've got it set here. Okay. Probably a couple minutes. Given that it's 7,000 some odd light seconds away. Not too terribly long, but it is a ways away. Okay. So the HIP 11693 visitor beacon is dead ahead. Around. This is what we got. That's what we're looking at. And yeah. The outside. Funny. Once I switch back into what I would think would be camera controls and ship controls. Oh, that's ship controls. But once I switch back to camera controls, I no longer have the option to switch camera views, which is really weird. But we can just do this again. Also, I think I just changed my pips. But anyway, my pips for energy distribution. Let's switch to the front. Okay. Well, yeah, let's keep it at the front. And let's move out here. That's cool. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, that's quicker. Alright. Oh man, they can't even really tell anything at that point. Okay. For anyone wondering, light seconds refers to the distance that light travels in 1 second. A light year, of course, then is the distance that light travels in a year. And I'm also overspeeding, so I'll pass by this beacon, but that's fine. Just like all the other times I've done it, I will turn around and... Oop, that's a ringed planet. Hey, what do you know? A planet with rings. So I think the established value for light years, or for the distance that light travels in a year, I'm sorry, that light travels in a second, is 300,000 kilometers. And so if you can multiply the value, that value by 3,600 times 24 times 7 times 52. And that will be the distance that light travels in a year. I can't do that math off the top of my head. Sorry, folks. But, yeah, light seconds is the distance that light travels in a second. So if we take the 300,000, let's just come to a full stop here for a moment, and say we're right now at 1.27 light seconds away from our destination, the beacon. So with that in mind, we're going to be 300,000 times 1.27 kilometers away. So we're going to say roughly a quarter. So let's say we are going to be 3 point... I'm going to be off on this, so forgive me. But probably... Let's see, half... quarter. So 307... So like 375,000 kilometers away at this point. And while we're at it, why don't I go over to this ringed world just because I'm a glutton for punishment, trying to scan this particular planet. Oh, 12 probes. Oh, what do you know? Okay. Now the fun part, if you want to call it that, is that we have all these rings that are around, and we are unable to... Oh wow, it's not even allowing me to do that. Interesting. Okay. So this is going to be fun. I cannot thrust downward. I can only travel in a forward direction relative to my ship. That's good to know. While I'm in Super Cruise, that is. Alright, so let's try this way. Okay. I don't understand why I'm getting the rings. Because I'm not trying to hit the rings. I should still be above. Okay. So we got that. Let's try that. I think it just might be the fact that I'm not on the same plane. I'm not parallel to the rings, and I'm not on the same plane as them, or close to the same plane. Because that angle will mean that I have a greater likelihood of hitting the rings. So we got that. What are we going to do here? Well, let's try that. Try that. Probe, probe, probe. And let's see how that affects things. Hitting the surface at each of the extreme sides. Oh, we're going to barely...
Surface scanned by 50%.
Oh, good. We're above 60%. We're above 60%. Great. Okay. All right. Let's try this here. 1 and 2. How many do we have left here? 5 impacted. So that'll be 7. Wait, what? That was not what I expected. Okay. Well then. Alright. That's weird. I'm not going to get a bonus for this. Let's go down below this plane of rings. Okay, cool. We should now be just below it. Let us turn ourselves around here. There's our visitor beacon. Alright. I'm not going to expect much from this. Got an ice cube in my mouth. Okay. What happens if I... Oop. Fire the probe like that? Maybe it might cover that unprobed area. Maybe. Oh hey, what do you know? Wait, what? I'm floored. Okay. Oh, that's the back view. Never mind. Okay. Cool. Let's see what we got there. 80. 83. 2 more probes. Alright. So what I will do is I will fly around to the other side of the planet that is, well, it's still the other side of the planet, but on the same side of these rings. Sorry for the diversion, I just figured I'd be a completionist on this and try to get it done. Okay. And look at that beautiful set of rings. Alrighty. So we got some points on the bottom there. We could probably do it from here. Or not. Just barely. Okay. Alright. Like 1 pixel. There we go. Could probably cover that. This area here. At least I hope so.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, what do you know? I just barely made it. And I got the bonus. Great. Okay, so now we go to our beacon. Actually, no, wait. Before we do that, I just want to pay a friendly visit to the rings themselves. Look at that. Now the rings are scanned.
Surface scan complete.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that might mean that there's a mineral deposit or something that could be extracted. Anyway, that's actually pretty cool. Let's see if that still shows up here. Oh yeah, hey. That's awesome. Ah well. Anywho, that's pretty cool. Whoop. I do not want to accelerate that direction. I want to go to the beacon. There we go. Alright. So finally, we have our beacon 0.15 or less or fewer light seconds away. And we wait for it to go below 1 million meters. Karina, Eleni, or whomever it is now at this point, I forget, but hopefully they will be happy and want to go home. And not request any more goods. And there's a beluga. And there's another beluga.
Mission objective complete.
Okay, we are good. Yep. Oh, wait, what's this? This ballistic ringed ice world orbits the barycenter of the binary system, affording some glorious views of the stars. Cool. Alright, now let's go back to Walker Ring, she says. And Karina says Walker Ring. Arya says Walker Ring. Eleni says Walker Ring. And Parker says Walker Ring. I think I know where to go. I need to go to Sagittarius A. I'm just kidding. Alright, let's go back to Walker Ring. Thankfully it's down at the bottom, or very close to. There we go. Plot a route. And let's see how many stops it is. 9 jumps. Oh boy. Well, could be worse.
Frameshift drive charging.
Could be like going to see YV Canis Majora's like 1,600, 1,900 light years away, 60 jumps.
3, 2, 1.
So it'd be great if I could get back to Walker Ring in 7 minutes, because then I could just shut down and rest up for the evening.
System scan.
Oh, I
Fuel scoping.
do not want to hit that sun. I mean, or star, I should say.
Fuel scope disengaged.
Okay, so this is the backup system coming up next. Backup.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay,
Fuel scoping.
there we go. Five planets. 5 bodies, I should say. Oh wow, look at all this. Too far away. We have to scan them all
Fuel
in.
scope disengaged.
Within a reasonable time frame, too far away to
Frameshift
scan
drive
them all.
charging.
Okay. Four, three, two, one.
3, 2, 1. Fuel scoping.
Fuel scooping 34 bodies. Hey, look at that. Just curious as to what the system looks like. Oh boy,
Fuel scope disengaged.
look at those orbits. Let's see what it looks like this way. Ooh, wow. So the A system is over here. The B system, the C system is all the way out there. So then where the heck? Are the other stars? Oh, wait. The A and B star are in a binary together, probably. Okay, so we're going to AG or AG. Doridus?
Frameshift drive charging.
Six jumps away from Gertrude.
Three, two, one.
stars. Yep. A, B, and C. And confirm. One
Fuel
of these
scope
is
disengaged.
somewhat different. Can tell what class it is, probably. Or at least it gives you all the other statistics here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Going to enter Divaneth. Okay. Get our discovery scanner.
Fuel scoping.
We got the star. We got yet another star, B, and a third body. Oh, hey, look at that. That is far too far away. But I will tag the system.
Scope disengaged.
I would like to tag this because I want to scan that system. I want to scan that star, planet. Yes, my words are failing me now. Okay, now I'm going to Haiti sector IZK A23-1.
Frameshift drive charging.
Almost there. So very close.
3, 2, 1.
Tiamat. Wait, that sounds like... Is that an Egyptian god? Or am I misremembering things? It's a Babylonian god. Right, okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Just looking for the hell, but hey, look at all these pink planets. Sorry, Ice Cubes again. So we're entering the Tiamat system. And here we are.
Fuel scoping.
Star B. Gliese 200B. What?
Fuel scope disengaged.
I mean, I know what Gliese 200B is, but that's an actual star. That's also far too far away, even though I would love to. But, whatever. Moving right along. So we're going to go to Teshiter sector HMV B2-2,
Frameshift drive charging.
and that will be our next to last stop. Next to last pass through here, or our last pass through before Gertrude. Pass through Teshiter. Okay.
3, 2,
1. Scan.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete.
So we just got the 2 stars. Yep.
Fuel scope disengaged.
Pretty lonely out here. Alright. Get ourselves a safe distance away, and we can jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
So that was pretty interesting. A couple of neat places to visit. A little bit of a waywardness with respect to getting stuff for the passengers. But at least, unlike the last trip, I was not interdicted like 5 times in a row in the same freaking system in the same session in that system. That was a proverbial pain in the butt. What that means, if you're getting interdicted, is when you're in Super Cruise like this, as opposed to traveling at regular space and regular speed.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Like when you're traveling in Super Cruise. And another ship that's also traveling in Super Cruise that has an interdiction module on their ship aims it at you and tries to get you to go out of Super Cruise so that they can then attack you, or, well, mainly attack you, or do something else nefarious, or maybe they just want to scan you in more detail, or maybe they just want to cause havoc. Who knows? But that so far has not happened on this trip. I'd be very surprised to see it happening before I get back to Walker Ring, which is where we're headed right now. But look at all these lovely planets and stars and things around here. It's really nicely done. You can kind of see a couple of planets kind of maybe around each other at the same distance. At the same placement on the orbitals relative to each other. Not sure I garbled that. I probably did garble that. Anyway. Unidentified signal source, could be weapons fire, could be a derelict, kind of like some parts from a vessel that got destroyed. Same thing here. This unidentified signal source. Is that the fastest we can really go? I guess so. I feel like we should be going a bit faster, but... all those unidentified signal sources. Okay. 23 seconds. 28 seconds, excuse me. 27. 6. 5. And so on. Going to slow the heck down here. I said I will slow the heck down here. Please slow the heck down. Or not. I guess I might go in for one more loop of shit. Oh, wait. Looks like I lucked out. So, come on, we got a little bit to go here. And you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna. I was thinking of shutting off the advanced docking module and flying in manually, but I don't want to tempt fate and cause my passengers to cancel their contracts at the very last second. That would not be a good move. As much as I'd like to, I just don't want to take that risk. Alright. So there is Walkering.
South Cruiser Zulu Mike Romeo. The Federation welcomes you. Follow station protocols and enjoy your visit, Commander.
Okay, I will close into 7.5 kilometers like usual. And once that's been established, I will request docking. Alright. And I'll come to a full stop.
Landing permission
And let the auto dock take
for
over.
approach to landing pad 3-2. Clear for automated approach vectoring.
And cue Johann Strauss. Landing pad 32.
Landing gear deployed.
3322 credits.
Touchdown. Engines
That's
disengaged.
a lot. That key is getting stuck. I'm gonna have to take care of this keyboard once and for all at some point. Anywho. Alright, let's check out our passengers here. And welcome them back from their trip. Alright, so Parker is giving me 1.85 million credits. Very nice. Okay, and then I have both Alini and Karina with the Gertrude Energy Holdings faction. So I'm getting 2.187 from her, probably because of the clothing and stuff. And then with her, 3.596 million. And because I've got some extra stuff for her, it's 3.655 for the 6. And finally, I have Arya to deliver back here. And she says, oh, I've gotten slight bonuses on quite a few of them here. Cool. Alright, so that is it for the passengers and any cartographic data. Let's see what we got here. Not a lot, but still I had sold a bunch back on that random independent station. Okay, so let's see what our total is now. We have just enough for another, almost just enough for another Beluga if I really wanted to. Again, if I really wanted to. And I did not quite want to press that button. I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, we're back in Walkering. We're home. Thank you for coming with me on this trip. A much longer than anticipated trip, as usual. But I hope you had fun and enjoyed seeing the sights. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.